Welcome to Awaken Human, where we rebirth sovereignty into your true self, bridging together mind, body, and spirit as we experience Earth as a soul in the human body, sharing channeled messages from ascended masters and our awakening journeys, including my own. I'm your host, Maeve. Let the journey continue. Welcome to another day of being an awakened human. Today, this is going to be a channeled message from the Ascended Masters about the Divine Feminine, feeling and manifestation, blocks that we're creating into our intuition, and coming into the balance within the divine, rise of the Divine Feminine and the Divine Masculine. So, really, kind of what I see in this is they're allowing us to see the harmony of the divine feminine and masculine. That feeling allows for us to lean more into our intuition, manifestation, and how that harmony and balance will allow us to be a co-creator and come into a more pure power than a toxic masculine power. And just also in this message, they're really inviting men as well to step into feeling and being okay with this. And so this feels like a really important message to kind of bring in the whole picture of not only is the divine feminine allowing us to receive and be an intuition, but this is also how we get to be a co-creator. So I invite you to close your eyes and relax while you listen to this, because I've had feedback from people that when they do listen to these messages, that they will have a full body experience. So sometimes it's not just the words, but there's an energy transmission going on behind the scenes. So you might have images or certain wisdom come in for you. So I just invite you to close your eyes, relax, and allow yourself to receive whatever is in your highest good during this time. Okay, here we go. Beloved ones, we would like to share more with you today about the aspects of the divine feminine rising in which could be of service of your knowing and understanding at this time. For there has been great amounts of calls of anchoring in these divine feminine energies that are submerging and coming to a great understanding within your planet at this time. For you all understand that this has been an element, an aspect that has been missing due to the divine, or shall we actually say the wounded masculine, the toxic masculinity that has been existing and present within your planet and history, as there were times when this occurred that the masculine energies cut themselves off from their feminine aspects and qualities of feeling, the intuition, in order for them to step into what they felt would be of greater power. As these aspects of the divine feminine are coming back within each and every one of you and in your planet. This will bring back a harmony and balance to the energies that have been present here for some time. As you understand, these divine feminine energies allow you to have access and allowing of feelings of your receptivity and intuition. These pieces are necessary for you to be able to step into your full power in a sovereign way. As you may have noticed right now, those that are awakening in this spiritual awakening of themselves, there is an imbalance within the amount of male bodies to female bodies that are awakening. This is why it is of great importance at this time to normalize feeling, as this has been more of a program within the male body that has been cut off from these energies. One of the things that we might suggest is the openness that can occur to this from manifestation. And while it will be important for all to let go of feelings that are of lower vibration, because these feelings limit you from the propelling of manifestation at certain levels of acceleration. Because when you're in these lower frequencies, you are not able to manifest, and manifestation requires that you feel as if these things that you desire are already occurring in your now. And so this requires an understanding and allowing of your beingness to experience all sorts of feelings. If you want to manifest more money, for example, what you're really desiring is freedom. Money is not what you're actually after. It is the allowing of yourself to experience abundance. One of the things that you may misunderstand is that you do not necessarily need money for you to be able to receive this abundance and freedom. You might have a stranger or a friend gift you something, as this one has recently experienced for herself. One of her beloved friends gifted her accommodations on a travel that they are doing together very soon. And initially she thought, no, you do not need to do that. But we encouraged her to allow herself to receive this. As there are many ways that you can experience freedom and abundance. We share this about your manifestation because this is one way to potentially allow the openings, as we mentioned, to see how feeling can work with you. The other piece of this to understand is how creation works, how you come into co-creation. Is through this space within the void. That is an aspect of your quantum field. But in this space, there's a purity of consciousness that moves and allows for you to create. This deep sea, the great mother, was only in her purity, without any of the land, seas, plants, galaxies, planets, and so on. But through this void space was birthed all of creation. And this space exists within you as well. And when you enter into this space, you are able to create from within yourself. And then the divine masculine within you will execute these into action after you feel from your divine feminine, and then allowing this exchange to receive and do. There is nothing to do. It is only the purity of flow within both of these energies that will allow you to step into your true power of co-creation. Understand what you are able to do within yourself, for you have it all within you. You do not fully understand until you are able to access this portal that is within each of your cells, and will allow you to see what all it is that you can be. We love you. We are with you. And we will leave you with this for today. And so it is. Okay. That one felt really powerful. And I feel like they said a lot that there's not a whole lot for me to add to. This is something I've been in deep contemplation for myself and throughout my spiritual awakening. Just what does this really mean to have the divine feminine rising, to be coming back into this aspects of ourselves, because we've been in such a masculine place that I've seen how this impacts both us as males and females. And just from my observations and my own experience, seeing females being pushed into the masculine to keep doing and doing, and that makes us better than another female because we're doing it all. Like, you see this expectation of being the super mom, working, and she does all the cooking or all of the elements of keeping the home together. And then there's also that pressure in males as well for families and what they're expected to bring home and the family that they're creating, but also where, because of the stereotypes for males, that they're cut off from their divine feminine because you're not supposed to feel. Shut it down. There's shame. You know, even when working with the client, I'll see a male wanting to start crying and just having to breathe, and will shut that down from themselves instead of just letting the tears flow, because they feel like maybe they'll go out of control or lose it and won't be able to contain it, and don't trust leaning into these parts of themselves where there's pain because they're in shame around that expectation as a male of what they're supposed to be holding together. And so as we're coming into more of our co-creatorship and becoming more of our true selves, this is requiring us to come back into feeling all aspects of all these range of emotions so that we can not be in the limitations of them, of what we said. I don't know why, but the word worthy is coming to mind. What we said we would be, what feels like makes us worthy if we do or don't have a certain feeling. And for me right now, one of the biggest places that as a female I'm learning and integrating into my own space is coming into the womb. And men have a womb as well, and I know that sounds funny because we think that they don't, but men also have a womb, and it's called a hara. But the womb is a portal of creation, which connects to that void space. And Gaia has a womb. And so we can connect both our portal to the upper portal, and then that allows for more creation energy to flow, which is that divine feminine creative flow. And then that masculine part of us, when it doesn't feel a need to force, it allows it to flow and just do. And so I encourage you to just play with this and find that harmony of balance between feeling to release limitations and feeling to create. Because, like, even think about artist or music, it all comes from this creator energy that requires for you to invoke a certain feeling. So there's so many elements, I feel like, to this that could, I guess, actually be expanded on. But I think the main point is reevaluating and examining our relationship around feeling, because this is something that we've said needs to be shut off. And when we shut that off, we shut off our ability to create, our ability to connect, to have compassion, to explore, because we're saying that we need to be somewhere else, doing something else, not having that feeling. So, yeah, I invite you to just contemplate, where does where are you feeling disconnected to shutting off feeling? And what would you be welcoming when you shift the relationship with feeling? I love you, and I hope you have a beautiful, beautiful day. Thank you for tuning in to Awaken Human. I hope this empowered you on your spiritual awakening and knowing thyself. The key to awakening lies within each of us, and by embracing our authentic selves, we create a brighter, more compassionate world. If you like this episode, share it to your story and tag me. Don't forget to subscribe for future episodes and leave a review or comment. Until next time, may you continue to awaken to the infinite possibilities within.